guys have heard the news or not, but I have here a waiver for you guys are going to a Twins game, like the entire 9th grade class, on Thursday, April 28th, against Tampa Bay at 12:10.
Is it at the new Carter Center? No.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to hand out. This is a flyer. This is a flyer you need to have back the first day after break. Okay. It gives you all the information front and back. It does cost $26 a ticket. If you can, that includes bus transportation. If you don't know if you can afford that, you go home, talk to your parents. Write on the back how much of it you can afford. There's some scholarship information. You guys, please listen up right now. There is some scholarship information on the back. Write down how much you think you can pay out of that $26, okay? We want everybody in the 9th grade class to go. And it's going to be part of a baseball week. We're going to spend 5 days in every subject that you're in, from science to math to language arts, studying baseball. And I think in science it's going to be more physics. First and foremost, in front of you have 2 sheets of paper. Don't write on the article. And leave this is a classroom copy. Just leave it at the top of your desk. This sheet is going to be yours to use today. Okay? Corn. The article that we're reading today talks, and I'll just leave blanks and you can see it well enough. Talks about corn in ways that you maybe haven't talked about it before. How many people have gone on a corn maze? What stands out about corn mazes to you? Yeah, exactly. That always surprises me too. That stuff is tall. It gets to 10 feet tall plus sometimes. That shocks me every single time as well. What other things come to mind when you stare at that? Any stories pop into mind? Anything? Yeah, sure. Say it. Oh, it's a movie. It's a movie. It's a horror movie.
Isn't that the one? Good.
It's about a bunch of little kids killing people who go to the Philippines.
What's the one with the
Science. Science. Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I was like the one with
How about, anybody know what type of corn this is? Are there different types? Sweet. There's sweet corn, and what's the other type of? Regular corn, yeah, exactly. It's not sweet. If you were to open up an ear of the regular corn and bite into it, yeah, it wouldn't taste good. Another thing that this article is going to dig into a little bit, I'm just giving you a little background information. This author is going to talk about the fact that corn is everywhere. I read somewhere else that there's on average like 45,000 things in a supermarket. You know, your average grocery store that you walk into, 45,000 choices, and 25% of them have corn in it. 25% have corn. Soda. You have water, high fructose corn syrup. The second ingredient, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but this list is always in order of what there's most of. So there's most of water. The second most used ingredient in there is high fructose corn syrup. This is a label for bread. Thankfully, flour is the most used thing in bread. It should be that way. Second most used thing is high fructose corn syrup in the bread. Okay. He's going to talk about this a little bit in the article today. Okay. Insinuate is to suggest or hint something negative in an indirect or unpleasant way. The second meaning here is the one that's used in your story. To maneuver oneself into a position of favor through subtle manipulation. To manipulate a situation in your favor so that you can maneuver yourself in. Okay. Maneuver oneself into a position of favor. Maybe, this isn't probably the best example in the world, but the good old classic, get your arm around somebody.
How do the racket shit?
You're kind of insinuating your way into something there. It's not the best example in the world.